Can we talk about how dirty that headshot was? Ah, you know what? Good point there, short stack. Looks like Marner's going to be okay. I don't think he really made that kind of crazy contact. That's one of those tricky plays, man, where, like, believe me, I know he jumps right into Marner's head. He looks over, he sees Marner in a vulnerable position, and he jumps right into his head. That's still a thing where, unfortunately, a lot of guys have the muscle memory of being able to throw big hits. Because if you got a little low and got the chin by mistake, you know what I mean? It wasn't the end of the world. He's probably aiming for about here. If I'm being honest, that Tampa player is probably aiming for about here. He might even make contact right about here first. But these days, what we know about the heads moving around and stuff, like you really need, if you're hitting the front, it needs to be top of the logo, like through the sternum. That's where you need to connect, right? If you want to hit from the side, it can be as high up as the shoulder. I'm down for that. Right? High up is the shoulder for side-to-side contact. No back contact, right? And front should be down around here now, I think. You know what I mean? Right across the chest. If you're up in the collarbone region now, I mean, you gotta stop. You gotta stop doing that stuff. So, unfortunately, that's still... There's players that have been playing that they grew up throwing the hits up and around here. Really clock a guy, you know what I mean? Right in around here. And I really feel like that's the kind of hit it was. I'm not even sure if it's suspendable. If it is, maybe a game or two. I don't know. But certainly, like, I'm glad that Tavares stepped in for him, and I'm glad it seems that Marner's okay. And just because something is an accident doesn't mean it's not a penalty, right? Just because something's an accident doesn't mean it's not a penalty. So I think it's definitely a penalty. That definitely should have happened. And if it's a suspension, then right on to that too. You know what I mean? But I don't think he was trying to hurt him, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? There's plays you see where a guy is straight up trying to hurt somebody. Like, look at the stuff back in the day. Chris Simon stepping on the back of someone's Achilles heel with his skate. Like, not during a play or anything. Just, like, strolls up behind the guy and stomps the back of his foot. Like, are you kidding me? That's the kind of stuff where that's... Yeah. Oh, thanks for the subs. Thanks for the sub, Urban Android. Welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the club. Throwing it out for short stack there. Oh, nice too. You're gifting it out. I love when you guys do the gift things. That almost seems better than having the subs myself, you know? You know what I mean? Or like, I mean, I know it goes to, but you know what I mean? Instead of doing it for yourself, which is cool, you gotta love that. I almost love seeing you guys do the gifts more. I like Christmas, you know what I mean? I like Christmas, and we're getting near that time. So, throwing out the gifts like that is always good, you know what I mean? Share that around. There you go. Leslie's on board with that. Right? Leslie's on board with that. So right on. But definitely some good points about that hit. Yeah, I forgot about the hit. That was pretty high. It's pretty high. It'd be interesting to see what happens there. Oh, and I didn't even talk about the 5-on-3, man. I forgot. I forgot. The 5-on-3. The only problem I had with the 5-on-3 is that the Leafs couldn't seem to control their passes at all, man. Like, oh, I don't know if it was nerves or something like that though, but you know what I mean? Like, it was certainly strange to see them cough at the puck and just bobble it and do weird things like that when they're usually a little bit smoother, as you saw later on. I mean, they dissected the play, you know what I mean, making those passes and stuff. Just constant offense. Oh, it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, who can say that they can't keep up now? I don't even know. Where's the argument? Where's the argument? Right? So it can look brutal and stuff like that happens. All right, so let's cheer, man. Let's cheer nice and loud for the boys, okay? I was impressed with the crowd tonight too, man. I was impressed with the crowd. They were trying to get them into it when they were still down by 1. That's a home ice advantage. I heard it tonight. It was, you know, it wasn't the loudest in the world. But straight up, metaphoric hats off to the Leafs crowd tonight, man. Because when they were down 0-1, down 1-0, right? Minute left to go, 2 minutes left to go, whatever. I heard go Leafs go, go Leafs go. Right? They were trying to boost their team to get them into it. There's some guys, a really positive night tonight, eh? Just overall, man. In the show, in the chat, on the screen, watching the Leafs, in the crowd, in the building, like just good positive night. I like it. I like it. And hopefully we're going to have another one on Saturday too, right? Because again, I think it's Boston, isn't it? It's got to be Boston. I thought Boston was supposed to be coming up soon. You know, I thought they were the big guys we got to deal with. I don't even know. I have a phone somewhere. Whatever. The point is, if the Leafs want this to continue, right? If the Leafs want this to continue, right? They have to put something special into it for this next game, right? You know it, right? What do you guys know it's going to be? It's going to be me thanking you guys for all coming out first. All right, want to see some hustle. There you go. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Circle. Thank you, Urban Android, for joining along. Thank you, Jim, for all those good comments. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to go up. Thievis was here. Thank you, Thievis. I'm going to scroll up to see this here. Yeah, I already said Circled, I believe. If not, hello again. Blood Disciples as well. Thank you for coming out. I mean, spread the word, man. We're here to party after every game. We're here to party, all right? Celebrating the wins the right way. And then also get through the tough losses with Short Stack. You know what I mean? Short Stack was out earlier, stuff in the comments section earlier and stuff. All right? It's good nights. It's good nights when Kevo is on the... Kevo is the GOAT. Sticks around for a little while. You know what I mean? And who else? There's just a bunch of people. 07 with the big cheers and bits and stuff like that. Like, you know, Chard was here too. Chard 2. You know what I mean? Lots of people stopped by tonight. It was a good night. Good, positive night. All right? So I hope you had fun. All right, yes, it is Boston on Saturday, says Blood Disciples. Go Leafs, go to all those people mentioned in the chat. It is Boston. And then LA on Monday as well, too. So LA doesn't really matter to me. Hey, Retro Collector Tommy. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome, Tommy. Big night. I'm finishing it up now, but you're going to want to be here next time. So good thing you're following along. You don't want to miss this next one. It's going to be after the Leafs game on Saturday. Big game against Boston. Because you know, if the Leafs win, people are going to act like it's no big deal, right? And if they lose, they're going to act like it's the worst thing in the world, that we should be last place. Oh yeah, first time chat right in there for you too, Tommy. Nice. You're a hockey, NFL, NBA, MLB, pro wrestling fan too. Nice. You get the whole region of sports and activities. That's awesome. Sounds like you probably collect a few retro things too. You know, we can always talk about that next time, okay? So be with me after the next game, okay? After the next game against Boston. You can check me out on Instagram, right, at trubeleafer. And that's where I put up the notice when we're going to go live here. So you got to be on the Instagram to know when we're going live here. On the Instagram to know when we're going to be live here. All right? We're not going to be live on Instagram. We're going to be live here. But you won't know about it here unless you subscribe. You know what I mean? Or be on Instagram to get the heads up about this. And that's how we do it. And most importantly, folks, in order to have the best time with a True Believer stream, never, ever, ever forget that when the Leafs are down in the score, it is the absolute best time to always